Welcome to the palace.
So I ordered myself a masala dosa.
Did you know that there are 7 palaces in Mysore? Hello everyone, welcome to day 2 in Mysore. As you all know, I arrived last afternoon to Mysore at around 2 o'clock and then I went to eat this food in the local restaurant. उसके बाद I went to explore देवराज market जो कि यहाँ का local market है. And वो market घूमते घूमते मैं इतना थक गई थी कि I just grabbed a quick bite at a cafe, drank 2 glasses of coffee to keep myself more energized and then came back home, freshened up and crashed. And now it's 8:30 in the morning and I'm up and ready. तो आज मैं सोच रही हूँ कि आज मैं main palace घूम के आ जाऊँ, which is also known as Amba Vilas Palace. By the way, did you know that there are 7 palaces in Mysore, not just the main palace? I recently got to know about the 7 palaces and I was thinking कि सारा का सारा देख के आ जाओ जबकि मैं यहाँ पे हूँ वैसे भी. And I'm planning to cover 2 or 3 of the palaces today, starting with Amba Vilas Palace, which is the main palace, and the ticket counter opens at around 9:45. It's already 8:45 right now. Before I head to the palace, I had to grab a local breakfast. So now I'm heading to a local breakfast eatery called as CCBC Cafe, and I've heard they got very local type of dishes for a very reasonable prices. जब मैं कल lunch पे गई थी, वहाँ पे मुझे लोगों ने बोला था कि I must try breakfast at CCBC, and by the way, they only are open for the breakfast and for the evening snacks. They don't serve lunch or dinner. So I'm headed to CCBC Cafe now. Day 2 in Mysore began with breakfast at a small local eatery called CCBC. It's not really a cafe, it felt more like a community breakfast corner where you can see a lot of local people catching up and you get to interact too. Everyone was super friendly. Mysore के लोग वैसे भी काफी sweet है. Ever since I've arrived in Mysore, people have been nothing but kind. What I really liked about this place is how spacious it is. It's a simple eat and go kind of a spot. I ordered a masala dosa for myself and it tasted just like something you would have at home.
So I ordered myself a masala dosa, and I think these are 2 different chutneys, and I got myself a cup of Mysore coffee.
Light, comforting and not at all oily. बिल्कुल घर जैसा स्वाद था. Even though I was so full, it was so tasty that I couldn't resist ordering one more plain dosa. The chutney was incredibly made with pure coconut, the right amount of curry leaves and no unnecessary ingredients. And yes, both chutney and sambar were of course unlimited. But what stood out the most was something else. यहाँ पे पहले खाना मिलता है, बाद में पैसा देना होता है. Even when I offered to pay first, the staff simply said, पहले आप breakfast enjoy करो, बाद में पैसे दे देना. That small gesture really touched my heart. This kind of trust and warmth is rare, and probably that's what makes CCBC a more like a community adda. I wrapped it all up with a strong, comforting filter coffee. Definitely a 5 on 5 from my side. If I had more time in Mysore, I would 100% come back here. One thing you should know that their coconut porridge is the best-selling dish here. I saw it on almost every table around me. I didn't try it this time because मन पूरा डोसे पे अटका हुआ था. But if you enjoy porridge or want to try something comforting, I would say go for it. शायद अगली बार मैं भी try करूँगी.
I am headed to Mysore Palace now, which is 9 minutes away from the place where I had breakfast at CCBC. And this is my scooty. And this is me. So this is the parking fee. If at all you're coming to Mysore Palace and you are getting a vehicle, this is the parking fee. And since आज Thursday है, ज़्यादा कोई लोग नहीं है, which is a good thing. And that's the entrance of the parking. अभी हम एंट्रेंस की तरफ जा रहे हैं, पैलेस एंट्रेंस की तरफ.
Welcome to the palace.
दिस इज द ब्यूटीफुल अम्बा विलास पैलेस, जहाँ पे सभी लोग फोटो खिंचवाने आते हैं या तो पैलेस के बारे में हिस्ट्री जानने आते हैं. एंड इट्स वन ऑफ द मोस्ट ब्यूटीफुल प्रॉपर्टीज आई गेस इन मैसूर. टिकट एंट्री के लिए दे चार्ज मी 120 पर पर्सन एंड 1 एंट्री है, बार बार नहीं जा सकते हैं. So at the far across, जो भी entrance gate दिख रहा है हमको, I'm assuming that is the gate where the king goes out of the palace during the Dasara time. I'm sure every one of you heard about Mysore Dasara. यहाँ पे पूरा सजाते हैं, like the entire building they light up with fairy lights and Dhoom Dhamaka se they celebrate Dasara festival. The king will be sitting on elephant and he will be going out of the
एंट्रेंस गेट। कहा जाता है कि यहाँ के राजा जो अभी भी है, जिनके नाम वोडेयर से जाना जाता है, और वोडेयर के बुलाते हैं उनको, कन्नड़ा में ओडेयर मतलब राजा। जो राजा जी है वो अपने फैमिली के साथ यही इसी पैलेस में रहते हैं, बट दैट सेक्शन इज क्लोज फॉर द पब्लिक व्यूइंग, सो दैट्स व्हाट आई हैव हर्ड। बट ऑफ कोर्स राजा से तो मिल नहीं सकते, राजा से मिलना है तो फिर दशहरा के टाइम में उनको हाथी पे सवारी देखना पड़ेगा। ओके, यहाँ पे शूज निकालना पड़ेगा। There's a free service of footwear stand.
Very nice.
They'll give you a thela जिसमें आप डालना है, and there's a token number written on it, and they'll give you the token number up there. Okay, तो पूरे पैलेस में ऐसे घूमना पड़ेगा। And that's the palace entry right next to the footwear stand. Look at the flooring of the palace. It looks so intricate. After grabbing that wholesome breakfast at CCBC, I headed straight to the most iconic landmark of the city, Mysore Palace. I reached around 10 a.m. just when the gates opened, and honestly, I would recommend the same to you. And at the entrance, यहाँ पे जो ticket लिया है, they check for the tickets. And this is the outside of the palace. ये एक important tip है. Try to get there as early as possible because by noon the palace starts getting really crowded. If you're someone who loves taking pictures or just wants to explore peacefully, early morning is the best time. Now coming to the palace itself. Mysore Palace, also known as Amba Vilas Palace, was once the royal residence of Wadiyar dynasty who ruled Mysore for centuries. And the moment you walk in, you can feel that royalty all around you. The architecture is a beautiful blend of Hindu, Muslim, Rajput and Gothic styles. It's grand, colorful and full of intricate details. One of the painting that I heard the story about is this. ये एक painting जो है ये एक दशहरा टाइम का पेंटिंग है जहाँ पे राजा ऊपर बैठे and he is the first king of Mysore, श्री श्री कृष्णराज वोडेयर, और वो उनके फेवरेट हाथी के साथ दशहरा के राउंड्स पे जा रहे हैं सिटी में, और इस हाथी का नाम है गजेंद्र, और ये इनका फेवरेट हाथी हुआ करता था। अभी ऑफ कोर्स ये हाथी गुजर चुका है, और इस हाथी के याद पे उन्होंने हाथी का टस्क निकाल के उसका फ्रेम बनाया हुआ है, एंड ही हैज प्लेस्ड इट समवेयर इन द पैलेस। एंड दिस पेंटिंग इज particularly painted by one of the local artists, and he took 13 years to complete this painting. And हर एक आदमी जो सिपाही बन के यहाँ पे खड़े हुए हैं, उनका नाम इस फ्रेम में लिखा हुआ है। There are 41 people along with the king and the mantri. So this is the painting in remembrance of that. You'll walk through private rooms, painted corridors, silver doorways, and walls filled with royal paintings and carvings. What stands out the most is the Darbar Hall. This is where the king used to meet his peoples. The high ceilings, the massive pillars, the stained glass that throws colorful shadows on the floor. एक सेकंड के लिए ऐसा लगा जैसे मैं कहीं फिल्म सेट पे आ गई हूँ. The colors of this darbar is so beautifully painted with intricate design on the wall. हर एक wall में अलग-अलग डिजाइन देखने को मिल रहा है आपको. And this is also where a lot of people come and click their photos, and this is the highlight of the palace, the darbar. And जैसे कि आप देख सकते हैं दरबार के लेफ्ट साइड पे ऐसे सीटिंग अरेंजमेंट भी किया हुआ है जहाँ पे राजा के लोग, महारानी and everyone would sit here and watch all the performances. What I really love one part of the darbar is that कितने प्यारे प्यारे ceilings है यहाँ पे. Like the designs on the ceilings are so beautifully designed. Then there's the marriage pavilion with its stained glass dome and Belgian chandeliers. बस आंखों को absorb करने दो, photos honestly justice नहीं करते. एक एक चीज इतनी finely detailed है, you'll catch yourself slowing down just to take it all in. And that's the end of the palace visit. It took me about 2 hours to explore the whole palace and I didn't even rush it. So if you're planning your day, block out a solid 2 hour window here. There are also guides available inside the palace if you are interested in a deeper understanding of the history. या फिर आप audio guides भी ले सकते हो, but even if you're just wandering around on your own, every corner here tells a different story. So if you're coming to Mysore, this palace should definitely be on your itinerary because it's not just a tourist attraction, it's literally the heart of city's culture and history.
Overall, it was a great experience, and I loved connecting to the stories of the history over there. If at all you're a history buff, then you can hire a guide who will explain you each and every story and each and every part of the palace. I didn't hire anyone because मुझे उतना हिस्ट्री में इंटरेस्ट नहीं था. However, I was interested more in the architecture and the paintings, and that's the reason I've come here to explore. Plus, मैसूर आए and palace explore नहीं किया तो मैसूर आने का मतलब थोड़ा अधूरा रह जाएगा, है ना? There are washrooms also over here in case if you want to visit washroom या urgent कुछ करना है तो. It's a pay and use washroom is what I believe. There are a few eateries, stalls. अगर प्यास लगी है, भूख लगी है, after you explore. Now that we have explored the palace, अभी already 12:30 हो चुका है. So I'm planning to stop by for lunch at Hanumantu Mess. Again a mess, which is a local eatery जहाँ पे sun-dried leaves में खाना देते हैं. Like a typical local kind of a restaurant, which is also famous for mutton biryani and mutton chop. But I don't eat mutton any which way, so I'm gonna try some of their chicken dishes. It's just that I want to experience the local eating, इसलिए मैं local जगह पे जा रही हूँ. कहने को तो बहुत सारे cafes भी हैं यहाँ पे, which I'm gonna explore a little later. But since I've come here and it's start of the trip, I'm so excited to try a lot of local cuisines and local food at local joints. तो फिलहाल अभी मैं parking lot पे हूँ. I'm gonna go from here to Hanumantu Mess. I think it's about 10 minutes from here. That's what the Google Maps say. Well, we are here at Hanumantu Mess, if you can see it. And this was just 12 minutes away from the palace. तो पता नहीं मैं मतलब जा सकती हूँ या नहीं पता नहीं. And this is the original one in Mandi Mohalla. Mandi Mohalla.
Hanumantu Mess. If you're a non-veg lover, Hanumantu Mess is a legendary name in Mysore. It's one of the oldest South Indian non-veg eateries in the city, known especially for its mutton pulao, which is cooked in the traditional way over a wood fire. The place has been running since the 1930s, and till today, people start lining up even before 12 noon just to get a plate of this dish.
It's a very small kind of a mess. Surprisingly, यहाँ पे कोई नहीं है अभी, and I'm also wondering if I have come to the right place.
But Google ने थोड़ा confuse कर दिया मुझे, and I ended up at one of their franchisee outlets thinking it was the original one. Anyway, अगर आप असली हनुमंतु मेस आना चाहते हो, I've added the exact address of the original one on the screen for you. Now coming to the food, I ordered the chicken pulao, and oh my god, it was amazing. The rice was perfectly cooked, every grain was separate, बिल्कुल चिपचिप नहीं. The spices were just right, not too spicy, not bland either, and the chicken was so soft and tender, it literally fell off the bone. ऊपर से lemon drizzle किया, and I had some crunchy onions. Oof, it was a whole vibe. Only thing is that they don't serve half plate, so I skipped the kebabs that I was actually craving to eat along with the pulao. But anyway, खाना waste करना मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगता है, so I stuck to just pulao. But if you're with family and friends, definitely try a little bit of everything over here from the menu. Mutton pulao से लेके boti kebab से लेके chicken fries सब कुछ. Affordable prices, heavy portions and full desi feels. ये जगह एकदम must try है when in Mysore. अब 3 से 4 घंटे घूमने के बाद and after that heavy chicken pulao at Hanumantu Mess, I was super full and little bit tired. Plus it was super sunny outside and I still had some time to kill. So I thought, let's find a cute cafe to chill for a bit. I ended up at this place which was quietly creating some buzz on the internet called as Sapa Bakery because they were named by Condé Nast Traveler, one of India's top 50s cafe. It was such a peaceful spot. Nature के बीच में एक quiet white bungalow type cafe with soft music playing was perfect vibe था. They are known for their sourdough breads and European style bakes, and apparently their pulled pork ciabatta, bombolini donuts and pistachio eclairs are a big deal, and people actually come here for those. But me, I just ordered 2 cold coffees and their classic sourdough bread with butter because hello, I was still recovering from that pulao. I just sat back, let the music play, and soaked in the calm and the vibe and watched people for a while. If you're in Mysore and want a quiet break between lunch and dinner, you should definitely check this place out. I'm definitely coming back for their desserts. अब कैफे में टाइम स्पेंड करते करते 6 साढ़े 6 तो बज ही चुके थे सो आई थॉट व्हाई नॉट आई हेड बैक टू मैसूर पैलेस फॉर द लाइट एंड साउंड शो दैट्स समथिंग अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल recommended me when I was in the city.
So I skipped going to any of the palaces and I just took a rest because I had few editing to be done for my YouTube blog for the next Sunday. So I skipped everything and now I came to watch light and sound show at the palace which is apparently famous and I didn't know about it. So अभी मैं टिकट लेने जा रही हूँ जो कि 6:30 को ओपन होता है टिकट काउंटर and there's already queue for it but not more queue if you can see.
ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ವೈದ್ಯರು ಆರನೇ ಮಂಡಳಿಗೂ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
The ticket counter opens at 6:30 p.m. in the evening and the show starts sharp at 7 p.m.
So I got my ticket finally and I'm finally inside the light and sound show time abhi and this is the same area which we came in the morning. बस फर्क इतना है कि तभी हम उस तरफ से आए थे सुबह में.
Carry cash because the system isn't digital. No UPI, no Google Pay, no Phone Pay, and honestly, in today's time when we are all used to just tapping and paying, carrying cash feels like a throwback. So, thoda cash pocket में ज़रूर रखो when you're in Mysore, especially for places like this.
The best part of being in Mysore at this time is the weather. The weather is so beautiful and pleasant. हवा बहुत ही तेज चलती है and it is so pleasant कि ठंड भी लगने लगी है. So I got one shawl for myself to cover up in case I feel a lot more cold. And look at the palace. It looks so peaceful in the evening जब लोग नहीं है तो कितना प्यारा लग रहा है and the lightings is all giving that royal look. They have put up the chairs in order to sit and there are very limited chairs. तो आप जितना जल्दी आओगे उतना आपको फ्रंट रो का सीट मिलेगा देखने के लिए. And look at the view. Definitely the view in the night of the palace is worth it.
The show runs every day for about an hour, Monday to Wednesday in Kannada and Thursday to Sunday in English. Since it was Thursday, I got to watch the English version.
ಗರಿಮರದ ಪಟ್ಟಿ ಬೆಳಗು ಮುತ್ತು ರತ್ನ ಸಿರಿಯ ಮೆರುಗು ಬಂಗಾರ ಬೊಂಬೆ ಬೆಳಗು ಎಂದು ಬೆಳಗು ಬೆಳಗು
Rasul, Vijay Nursing, instant deadlier than that of a wasp and struck.
Now, honestly, the show was okay. It takes you through the history of Wadiyar dynasty, Mysore's royal legacy, and the palace architecture, all narrated in a dramatic voiceover with a lightning sync to the story. But the real magic for me happened at the very end, when the entire palace lit up in the golden fairy lights. That view totally made it worth it. Felt like the whole palace had stepped out of a fairy tale for 5 minutes. That said, if you're short on time, feel free to skip this show. There are other places and experiences in Mysore that might be better use of your evening.
ये सिर्फ 2 मिनट के लिए ऑन रहेगा, not like entire night. Look at the people. Wow.
On my way back after the light and sound show, I passed by this Chettinad style local hotel near my hostel and it was jam-packed. So obviously I got curious to see what the buzz was about. Turns out it's super famous in Gokulam for its buttery bun parathas and spicy Chettinad style gravies. So I ordered one for myself and honestly I'm so glad I did. The bun was super soft and flaky and that gravy proper spicy, full of flavor. Just the kind of comforting food you don't expect but totally need after a long day. And with that, I'm wrapping up day 2 in Mysore. And as you know that this city actually has 7 palaces and we have only explored one so far, the iconic Mysore Palace. In the next vlog, we'll be checking out more royal gems and trying some must-eat local dishes. So make sure you stay tuned. If you missed part 1, it's linked right at the top. Go watch that too. And if you enjoyed watching this one, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel because it really helps me grow. Also comment below with your Mysore must-dos. It will help others plan their itinerary better. I'll see you in the next video. Until next time, I am Maitri signing off. Bye.